Well, hello, my stamping friends. It's Laura Van Vertlo, and I am here as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been doing this since 2007, and I tell you, I love every bit of this. It's so therapeutic, and whether you're seasoned with it or if you're new to stamping and card making, I am so happy that you're here to join us. I am doing this for my club technique for the month, and we're kind of doing hybrid where some people come with masks and they feel comfortable, and then some of them want to do virtual. So I do this video and I thought I'd go ahead and share it to everybody. So I wanted to keep the technique simple to where it was mainly cutouts, and then for the watercolor portion of it, it's something simple that most people have, even if it's not a Stampin' Up! Marker. You've got to have some water-based marker somewhere in your house, especially if you have kids. If they work or not, that's a different story. But anyway, so this is the card that I'm going to show you how to make today. It is just basically using a acrylic block, and I'm using one about, it's kind of a good rule of thumb to use one about the same size as your surface. And then we're going to use just this regular water-based Stampin' Write markers, and the colors I'm using today are Poppy Parade, Melon Mambo, and Flirty Flamingo. And then these will be for a later step. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is push this aside so it doesn't get it gets a little messy, but you know, hey, it's fun, right? And before I forget, here's a host code. If there's anything you see tonight that you like, you can put this host code in for January. I ship out free gifts for people who help out and order. I love to be people that help support my small business. And also, you can follow along at laurascreativecorner.net. That's my blog where you can find lots of good inspiration and project ideas. And then this is my shopping link. So let's go ahead and get started. What I did with this is we have a Melon Mambo piece that is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And we will go ahead and run that through with the Scripty embossing folder. And then I made a smaller watercolor paper. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm going to pull that aside. And then I did a 2.5 inch square of, sorry, it's probably blinding you, of the silver foil. And then a little smidge of the Flirty Flamingo. You could use a scrap. And then your card base is going to be the thick Whisper White or now basic white. So I like these because they're sturdier for your card base. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to tell you with the magic of TV that I cut out the heart already using the new Happy Hearts dies, which, oh, it's so cute. There's so many cute little things in it. This is the heart punch that we have. And then, let's see if I can find that other piece. There it is. This came from the wreath builder, but I just thought it was cute to, you know, have something, and you're not even really stamping today. Everything's right there. And with this card, it's not limited to Thanksgiving. Ooh, wow. Okay, Valentine's Day. You could use it for anniversary, just an I love you card. It could be for a wedding, all sorts of great things. So I kind of try not to do all Valentine's Day. I try to make them versatile. And then I went ahead and ran this through on the Stamp Cut and Emboss machine, and it's with the Scripty embossing folder. So let's go ahead and let me show you the actual technique. And the card base, before I forget, is your typical 8.5, is that right? 5.5 by 8.5, yes. And then you fold it in half and crease it with your bone folder. Alrighty, and you might be hearing some little meowies in the background. I've got some cats that are wanting some food, but they're just gonna have to wait. Okay, so this is a wonderful tip I got from Patty Bennett, is I'm using one of the plates from the Stamparatus, kind of helps keep your surface not so messy. And then I spritz a little bit down. It keeps it from curling, and then I kind of wet the top. So I'm gonna kind of put that aside, let it kind of marinate a little bit. And this is the fun part, where if you can just write with a marker, you are really good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Poppy Parade, and then I think I did the Flirty Flamingo is what I did in the middle. I tried to use a lighter color and it just didn't show up really well. And I kind of wanted more of a pop of color. And then the Melon Mambo. And you just kind of get all the way as far as you can to the side. You can always use a paper trimmer if you don't like the edges. Nobody's going to notice or know that it's a tad shorter. Okay, so I'm just going to give it just a small spritz. If you do too much of a spritz, which you can, it depends on how you want how it to turn out. Let me move this back over. So I've spritzed it a little bit, and then I'm going to lay the ink side down, and see, kind of fun watching it kind of get all goopy messy. And then I kind of drag it a little bit just to kind of blend the color in a little bit, and then that's it. It's really fun. It's really simple. A little messy, but it's a cool effect. And I think it's a nice little wow for your recipient. And then you could either set it to dry, and I'll just kind of dab this off a little bit. Set it to dry, or you can use the heat tool, which of course I already have one ready, so we didn't have to wait on it. And I'll show you a couple more things that I did with this to make it kind of really have some fun. So this one's been dried, a little bit white on that side, but I really don't care. I think it looks fine. We are going to take the alcohol marker, and we're going to open up the brush tip. And if you just tap it on something, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see little splatter marks. And it kind of gives it that robin egg effect. So I can't wait for Easter. Give me some cute Easter eggs. And then I hope this is my juicy Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella is your best friend. It's awesome. I love it. It takes your card to a whole new level. I have 4 to 5 of these all the time on hand. Just love them. And this is just the clear. Let's see. I'm trying to get a little bit right there on the cap, and then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to flick it. And I know it's hard to see. Let's see if I can get the rest of it to come out. There it goes. I can see it. It's getting everywhere. But it's blingy, so it makes me happy. So that'll kind of dry just a hair. And then you just assemble your card from that point. And I'm trying to find what I did with the rest of the card stuff. There it is. There's that. Oh, it's on top of each other. That's why I couldn't find it. All right, so we're going to do a quick assembly. Usually I pre-score the thicker Whisper White, just because it makes a prettier crease. All right, and then, oh, we picked up some Wink. Oh well. Again, can never have too much bling. And then here's the Stampin' Seal that replaced the stamp snail. And the trick is basically to pull it and then pull back with your wrist. Because we're used to just lifting up, and when you lift up, that's what makes it kind of feel a little gummy and kind of snaps it, and then it kind of gets little, I call them glue boogers right here, and you just kind of pick them off. I always make it a good practice to open these up in between refills, and I kind of clean this with little alcohol swabs just to kind of loosen up the glue boogers. And then I just put this straight down about as even as I can, and then we are going to do some dimensionals. which I'm praying, yes I do, I have some. That would be horrific if I didn't have any dimensions. Okay, brand new pack. So when it's watercolor paper, I like to kind of put a little extra just so it doesn't warp as much. Just because, you know, the wet paper tends to want to curl. And then we're about to have a cat. Oh, there we go. Hello. Goodbye. Told you they were hungry. No boundaries, huh? Okay, oh, that looks really pretty. I like how this turned out. It's got lots of sparkle to it. And then I just took this ribbon. You know, I forgot to look it up. I'll put it in the comments section of the YouTube video so you know which ribbon I got this from. But I literally just took a little bit of adhesive. See, if that happens, you just kind of advance it with your finger upward. And then even though I've been using this and I love it because it's really good glue, I still forget. Still forget and still try to do it like the old stuff. And then crisscross it this way, and then crisscross it that way. Pull it a little bit like that. And then you can always put some glue dots underneath it to make it stick some more. Then I'll go ahead and snip that short off. I'll probably make a bow out of that. And then let's go ahead and take this and glue this down with our glue dots, which I just use, and I kiss them like this. And then we're about to get another view of the kitty he was trying to come across. And then I'm going to put this on top like so. And I kept these little cutouts because I thought it'd make a cute shaker card. Oh yes, I did dimensionals on this one. And I'm going to wait to put this one down until I put down my silver foil heart. Just so I don't, I wanted to overlap it. He is really determined to come across here again and show you his face. Sorry, water spritzers work for cats too. Let's see, got them all poked out. I forgot to poke them out. All right, real quick. Almost done with the card. About 2 more seconds. And I try to find the areas where all the images are joined. And then place it down, and I think I am going to go ahead and put some glue. Oh well, actually that kind of worked. I will fix that in a minute because you will get the gist of the card as soon as I do this. We've got the love right there, and then you can put whatever sentiment you need to fit your occasion that has to do with love, anniversary, Valentine's Day. And don't forget to stamp handmade on the back and stamp your envelopes. We cannot have naked envelopes. And that's pretty much it for today. Here's the other card just so you can see if it's, you don't put as much water, you kind of get this cool little, almost looks like a splotchier effect. And then this one is if you put more water. So I hope you enjoyed this today. And again, I will have all the supplies in the comments and the measurements. And you can always visit my blog or my Facebook page at Laura's Creative Corner. And I also have Laura's Creative Corner Craft Addicts. And you could just ask to join and we'll get you in there, and then you can enjoy some more perks that we have. I enjoyed being with you today, and thanks and have a great one.